Hello students, now welcome you once again in my YouTube channel. So today I brought a new topic for you, class 10 students. I brought the topic nutrition. You see that what is nutrition first of all? You see that every living organism on the earth, they require food material and to food material to nourish their body because for our all kind of life activities like sitting, running, walking, thinking, doing work, we require energy, and this energy comes from the food. So the taking in of the food and their absorption in the body to produce energy is called nutrition. So we will go to today, we will discuss about nutrition in plants and nutrition in animals, right? So now let's start with the nutrition. Okay, so now we'll this video, as I told you that we will do the nutrition chapter. So as nutrition, the process of obtaining food by an organism procures food, okay, for obtaining energy and the bodybuilding material. Now nutrition, we take the rice, we take our fruits, we take vegetables, we take fish, meat, egg, milk, etc. So all these are nutrients. And when we take the nutrients, and these nutrients are absorbed by our body after the digestion, and it will make the bodybuilding material like the proteins, etc. Minerals are there. So this is called as the nutrition. So the process of obtaining food by an organism procures food for obtaining energy and bodybuilding material is called as nutrition. Okay, now nutrition here, this is of the nutrition basically divided into two basic types. One is called as the autotrophic mode of nutrition and second one is heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Okay, so the autotrophic mode of nutrition is auto means here, auto means this self, okay, and trophic means the nutrition. So when an organism, trophic means the nutrition. So when an organism prepare its own food by itself, it is called as the autotrophic mode of nutrition. And heterotrophic mode of nutrition, when an organism depends for its food on other organism, it is called as the heterotrophic nutrition. And heterotrophic nutrition is subdivided into holozoic, saprophytic, parasitic and symbiotic nutrition. So now let's go to the autotrophic mode of nutrition. Okay, let's go to the autotrophic mode of let's go to the autotrophic mode of nutrition now. Okay, so now here we will come to the autotrophic mode of nutrition. Now here in the autotrophic mode of nutrition we see, okay, the green plants especially and green sulfur bacteria, okay, they prepare their own food. Green plants and green sulfur bacteria prepare their own food by the help of autotrophic nutrition. So green plants, they prepare the glucose by the help of the carbon dioxide, sunlight and water in presence of chlorophyll. So chlorophyll is a green pigment present in chloroplast cell inside the plant, in the green parts of the plant like the leaves. And the carbon dioxide, water, they join together in presence of chlorophyll and sunlight. It will produce the glucose, oxygen and water. And this is the reaction of photosynthesis. In the photosynthetic reaction, light energy is converted into the chemical energy. And similarly in green sulfur bacteria, they have chlorophyll and they show the same reaction as it is. Okay, they prepare their own food by the help of the sunlight. And the process in plant, the autotrophic nutrition is called as the photosynthesis. It's called as the autotrophic nutrition is called as photosynthesis. Okay, photosynthesis in plant, where the light energy, okay, is converted into the chemical energy. And for example, they prepare the glucose, carbon dioxide and water combined together to to prepare glucose in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, and in glucose the chemical bond of glucose, the chemical energy of sunlight is stored. Okay, then we go to next part now. Okay. So here now the autotrophic nutrition. Autotrophs like green plants and green sulfur bacteria, as I told you, prepare their own food by using the inorganic raw material like carbon dioxide, water, chlorophyll in presence of sunlight. Okay, and autotrophic nutrition in green plant is called as the photosynthesis. So now student, photosynthesis is very clear to you, because so many times I told you that okay, photo means light, synthesis means preparation. When light energy converted into chemical energy by the autotrophs like green plants and green sulfur bacteria by using inorganic raw material like carbon dioxide, water, chlorophyll in presence of the sunlight, then it is called as the autotrophic mode of nutrition. Okay, then and you see the autotrophic mode of nutrition is called as the photosynthesis. So now photosynthesis takes place in green plants, and we will discuss the mechanism of photosynthesis. What is the mechanism of photosynthesis? Okay, now the events occurring during photosynthesis is divided into two main steps, light reaction and the dark reaction. Okay, so now photosynthesis is divided into two steps. One is the light reaction, one is the dark reaction. These are two reactions taking place in the photosynthesis, and these two reactions help in preparation of glucose in the green plants and in green sulfur bacteria. So now we'll go to this light reaction. Okay, in light reaction, what happened here? Okay, now chlorophyll, the green plants have got the leaves of the green plant, they have the green pigment called as chlorophyll. Okay, chlorophyll. Okay, now chlorophyll 2. Okay, that chlorophyll 2 contain the chlorophyll A. And the chlorophyll A is reduced because by the help of the sunlight, the electrons are emitted. Okay, and these electrons combine with the chlorophyll, and chlorophyll A is oxidized. Okay, right? And chlorophyll 2 is oxidized, and it produces ATP and NADP. So here, chlorophyll absorb the sunlight. Okay, the chlorophyll in the green plant, they will absorb the sunlight and attains a high energy state. Chlorophyll attains a high energy state. It releases an excited electrons. An excited electron will be released by chlorophyll 2. This electron flow is coupled to the formation of rich compound. This electron flow is coupled to the formation of energy rich compound ATP, adenosine triphosphate, and NADP, right? Okay, then after that we will go to the the photolysis of water. During the light reaction, photolysis of water means photo means light, and photo means light, and lysis breaking of light. So the light reaction also results in photolysis of water, where water molecules, they will split into hydrogen and oxygen with the release of the two electrons. Okay, release of two electrons. Okay, and this is called as the photolysis of water. Very simple, and this is a very important reaction also, right? And after that, we will go to next part is the dark reaction. We'll go to the dark reaction. Okay, so now in the dark reaction, okay, you see before the light reaction, it takes place in the grana of chloroplast. Sometimes they'll ask you where the light reaction takes place. So, light reaction takes place in grana of chloroplast. And this is the dark reaction. Dark reaction does not use light directly, and it takes place in the stroma of the chloroplast. Light reaction takes place in grana of chloroplast. A dark reaction takes place in the stroma of chloroplast in the mesophyll tissue of the leaf. If we take out the leaf here, leaf is made of mesophyll tissues, and mesophyll tissues contain the chloroplast. So here, ATP, adenosine triphosphate, and NADP or reduced nicotinamide adenine diphosphate produced during the light reaction will start this reaction, dark reaction. Dark reaction is also known as the Calvin cycle. it is divided into two parts. Okay, dark reaction will be divided into two parts. Number one is the synthesis of the carbohydrate, and second one is the regeneration of the ribulose diphosphate. Now, synthesis of carbohydrate glucose, it is subdivided into two parts: fixation of carbon dioxide. So first of all, the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere enters into the plant through the stomata. Okay, suppose you take, this is the leaves, leaves of the plant. So here, okay, on the lower side of the leaf there are small holes called as the stomata. So through the stomata the carbon dioxide will enter. Okay, carbon dioxide will enter into the leaves. Okay, carbon dioxide bind to the ribulose 1,5-biphosphate RUBP by the help of the enzyme ribosco. In this reaction, 3-phosphoglyceric acid is formed. Okay, in this reaction, you see 3-phosphoglyceric acid is formed. So now, then we go to the reduction reaction. In this stage, ATP and NADPH converts the 3-PGA into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Here 3 carbon dioxide molecules enter the cycle and 6 glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate molecules are made. Okay, after entering the 3 CO2 molecule enter the Calvin cycle, and 6 glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate molecules are made. 1 G3P is used to make the glucose. Okay, 3 glyceraldehyde phosphate is used to make the glucose. One molecule of this. 1 molecule of 3 glyceraldehyde phosphate is used to make the glucose. And then lastly, regeneration of RDP. RDP will be regenerated again. 5 molecules of G3P, okay, 3 glyceraldehyde phosphate are used to regenerate RUDP, ribulose diphosphate. Okay, so these are the end products of the Calvin cycle or dark reaction. So in the dark reaction, finally the glucose is formed. Okay, so with this we come to end of the autotrophic nutrition today, students. With this dark reaction, I come to conclude the lesson photosynthesis or autotrophic nutrition. And next class we will go the nutrition in the animals, right? So today I just end up my class requesting you to subscribe the channel and share it to your friends so that they can get the new video. Once again, thank you very much. Once again, class 10 students.